Hello, thank you for checking out my video today. This is actually my first video on YouTube. I am an Etsy seller and I've been on for a year now and I have had great success. I've actually grossed $18,376.22 in about a year's time to the date. So I wanted to show you how you too can be successful. I currently sell printable images, not images, I'm sorry, printable t-shirts and um, different items like mugs and things like that on Etsy. So I just wanted to show you how you can also create your designs, especially t-shirts. That's really what I want to focus on because that's mainly what I do. So let's get started. One of the things that I use a lot is Canva.com, and I love Canva. I have a paid subscription. They do have a free version, and you can really do a lot in the free version. I don't know how much is restricted with the free version, but I do know with the paid version, it's really unlimited what you can do and create with Canva. So if you click on, you go to canva.com and you click on home, type in t-shirt, and you'll get all of these different t-shirt templates that you can either use those or just use the template and change the words however you choose to do. I personally have changed the words because I just want my designs to be different than everybody else's. So I would encourage you to do that as well. And also, guys, this video is intended for people who already are aware of sites like Printful and Printify and Etsy. This is not for people who have no idea about what it is to create printable items. Okay, so this is beyond beginners. Okay, this is just for people who already know these things, and this is just a way I'm just showing you how you can create t-shirt designs easily. Okay, so if you type in t-shirt in canva.com on the home page, like I said, it comes up with all these different templates. So let's just choose one, and okay, let's choose this one. Different is good. So I chose it, and in a moment, I don't know why it's taking so long, but it should open up. My computer is going rather slow today. Sorry, guys. Let me try this again. I'm not sure why it's not opening up, but let's try this again. Okay. All right, so there it is. Okay, so for right now, we're just going to leave these words as it is, but you can change this by clicking on the box and typing in whatever you want to type in. You can move these little elements around, you know. I'm just gonna choose undo so it'll go back to its original design. So I'm gonna save this as a name, and I'm just gonna save this as different is good. And I'm gonna save this on Canva. And now I'm going to download it by clicking on this arrow here. I'm going to choose the PNG, and I'm going to choose transparent background because of course we want the background to be transparent so we can upload it to different shirt colors. So I'm going to click on this download, and it is downloading, and it has downloaded here. I'm going to right click on this, and I'm going to say save as. It already says different is good, and so I'm just going to save it on my desktop in my YouTube folder, and we're going to call this different is good. Okay, so that's my original file. Okay, so now one thing about Canva is that when it saves a design, it does not save it in the 300 DPI, which is what you need, obviously. We all know that since we are designers. We need it to be as a 300 DPI. Canva saves it as 96, which is okay, but if you upload anything less than 300 to Printful, I'm not sure about Printify, but I'm sure they probably will give you a little warning too and let you know that your design is not, the resolution is not good. So we want to change this resolution. So I use a file, and many of you may know this, I use a program rather called paint.net. And if you Google paint.net, it should come up for you. And I believe that it is a free tool by, I think it's maybe Microsoft, I'm not sure, but it is called paint.net. Okay, so I'm going to go to File, and I'm going to open my file that I just created called Different is Good. And as you can see, the background is transparent. And now I'm going to click on Image, and I'm going to resize it. I'm going to change the resolution to 300, and I'm going to change my width to 12 by 16. And those of you who use Printful, you know that the width and the height for most t-shirt designs are is 12 by 16. So I'm going to click on OK. And now I have to say File and Save As. This is now that same file, Different is Good, but it's a 300 DPI and it's 12 by 16. So I save it with this in there because that way when I get ready to load this file onto Printful, I will know that this is the 300 DPI file and it is sized as 12 by 16. So now I'll click Save. And there is the file, and I'm going to click OK, and now it's saving it. Okay, now I'm going to go back to Canva, and I'm going to add a page. I want to create my own mock-up. I do have a program. I buy t-shirt mock-ups, but sometimes if you don't, want to buy one, or you can't find one that you like, or you just don't want to spend the money on it right now, especially if you're just, getting serious and starting out, you can easily create one in Canva. So I'm going to click on the left. I'm going to click on Photos, and I'm going to type in t-shirt mock-up. I'm going to hit Enter. So now my mock-ups come up. And again, I have a paid version, so I'm not sure how many t-shirt designs will be available to you in a free version, but it's worth a try for sure. Okay, so let's choose. As you see, they have so many different ones. We've got a woman standing, a women standing. This design looks more feminine. So we're going to choose a lady. So let's, for right now, I'm going to do a flat markup. So let me just choose this one. And if I right click, I can choose set image as background. Okay. Also, you should know if you double click after you save it as a background, you can move this file, from side to side if you choose to. But actually, it's perfect for what we need. So now we're going to go back to uploads, and I'm going to click on upload media. I'm going to click on device, and I'm going to choose either one of these files. It doesn't matter really for uploading. I'm going to choose my original file. I'm going to click on different is good, and I'm going to just kind of resize it to fit on my t-shirt. Okay, let's see. Okay, that looks pretty good. A little higher. Okay, great. So now, just like we downloaded the first page, now we have to download page 2. The only difference is we do not want a transparent background because we want this whole image to show. So we can leave it as a PNG though. It could be a PNG file, but it just doesn't have a transparent background. We're going to click on where it says select pages. You're going to click the arrow, and you're going to choose page 2, done, and download. So now it's going to download page 2, and this is going to be my product display. The reason that I do t-shirt mock-ups is because in Printful, I don't necessarily like the models that they have. They look so stiff, and unnatural. So the only mock-ups that I use in Printful are the ones that are just the plain t-shirt. So sometimes in Canva I can get a better look or a better design, and a lot of times in Canva I will actually use a model for the t-shirt, and I'll show you that as well. So now let's right click on what was downloaded. Oh, I think we already saved it. No, we did not. Okay, so we're going to right click after we download it. We're going to right click. We're going to go to Save As, and we are going to say this is different as good, but it's the display. Okay, so now this file is our display. The way you know that is when you open up your, let me get to my folder here so I can show you. Here is my file. Okay, these are, the background is black because remember the words are black, but the background is transparent. So that's why you can't see the words. But once we loaded it onto a white background t-shirt, you could see that. Okay, so let me move this out of the way. So now you have a t-shirt design and you also have a display. But like I said, in Printful, they do give you plain t-shirt mock-ups. So I might decide that I want a mock-up that has an actual model in it. And like I said, Printfuls are just really stiff. So let's find a t-shirt mock-up. We're going to go back to photos on the left, and it's still on t-shirt mock-up. So let's find a woman standing in a white t-shirt. And I prefer one that is kind of close up, if we can get that. See, she looks a little too stiff right here. Yeah, she's a little too stiff. She looks like the ones from Printful. Let's see here. Well, we don't want to take a whole lot of time, so let's just click on somebody cute. And the best thing, you don't want anybody that's turning like that because the design won't flow correctly. Okay, you need somebody that's just standing straight, and so the t-shirt is flat across. Okay, so let's just try her. I should have added a page, and I should have added her down here. So I'm going to right click and I'm going to say set images background. And again, if you want to move her over, you can, however you want to do it. I'm going to go back to my uploads. I'm going to click on different is good. There's my design, and I'm going to put it on her. Okay, so it looks pretty good. Let me zoom in a little bit so you can see it better. Okay, so it looks really good. Okay, so let's go back to fit. Now, just like I downloaded this one, I'm going to download this one as well. So we're going to click on the download arrow. We're going to leave it as a PNG. We do not want a transparent background, and we're going to select page 3, done, and download. Okay, so we're going to right click on her. We're going to say save as, and this is going to be display number 2. Okay. Now, you want to go back to paint.net because those 2 mock-ups that we created, we want to change the size of them because on Etsy, Etsy requires or they tell you that your listings look better if they're at least 2,000 pixels wide. So depending on which one you want to use, or if you want to use them both, we're going to open these up and we're going to change the size. I don't really worry about the resolution for the display files. I only worry about the resolution for the actual design for the t-shirt, okay? So we can leave the resolution as it is. So now I'm going to change the width here, the pixel width, because Etsy uses pixels. So we're going to change the width to 2000. And we're going to click on this maintain aspect ratio because we don't want to guess what the height would be. We want the program to figure it out for us. So just make sure that the width is 2000 and that you check maintain aspect ratio. Then click OK. And now you can resave your file. I like to just rename it. That way I know it's the 2000 pixel. Okay, now we're going to open the other display, which is the woman. And we're going to go to image, resize, leave the resolution as is. We're going to change the width to 2000. And the height takes care of itself. I'm going to say OK. File, save as. This is display 2, but this is 2000 pixels. So I know which one to load on Etsy. Yeah, it looks really good. Okay, so let me show you. Here are the files that we created. We had our original design, different is good, that we downloaded, but then we changed it using paint.net. We changed the resolution to 300 dpi and the size to 12 by 16 so we could load that onto Printful. And then we created our own mock-up display, but we changed that. We went in, again, we went into paint.net and we changed the pixel size to 2000 pixels wide, and we left the box checked so that the it would maintain the aspect ratio so that the height would automatically just populate. And we did the same thing with display 2. Okay, so now you have created 2 new designs, or not 2, but you've created a new t-shirt design just by using Canva. Well, let's save this. If we go back to home and you type in t-shirt, you just do the same thing. You pick whatever t-shirt design you like and you go from there. I mean, it's endless because you can actually just use something and just change it around or add things to it. So it's really endless what you can do. So I hope that you guys got some value from this. And remember, please remember, it is really, really worth it. I mean, since COVID hit, I've been working from home, so I'm fortunate I do still have my job, but I'm not as busy, so I do have time to, make these designs and upload. And I actually started in December, um, but you can see in June it really kind of took off. It fell down a little bit in November, and now it's picking back up in December, probably because it's holiday time. But anyway, I hope that you guys got some value. I'll be back with another video soon. Let me know in the comments, if you are designing on Etsy or Printful, and let me know if this video was helpful for you. I'd appreciate it. And guys, if you would subscribe to my channel, I would really appreciate it. It will really help me be encouraged to continue making helpful videos for people who may not, know that there's an easy way to make free t-shirt designs. You don't have to go out and buy t-shirt designs. You can actually make your own. So anyway, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Have a wonderful holiday. Love you all. Bye-bye.